Hey, and welcome to Screen Theory Podcast, where we talk reviews, opinions, and theories concerning movies and TV on screens big and small.
We're Nate and Drew, and in today's podcast, we are going to be talking about episode 1 of Daredevil Born Again and breaking down the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer.
Season 2 of Daredevil Born Again, yeah. What would you give the first episode out of 10?
Out of 10? I'd go 8.
8? Solid.
I'd go 8.
Solid.
The opening fight sequence was phenomenal. I
Yep.
love the boat scene. I thought that was super, super, super cool.
Boat scene was sick.
I'm not really sure how he got out of the boat.
Because
I know-
Yeah, they didn't really show that. They showed him fall into the water.
He was back on the shore, and I was a little bit confused.
Yeah, it was a very Titanic feeling.
Yeah.
And then he was suddenly just...
Because I was watching, and I was
Out.
like, man, it's like we're going to get like an Avatar Way of Water scene or something. We're going to see him underwater.
Oh, actually, see, that would have been sick, right?
And we didn't get that. Yeah, I was
Because how does his powers, like, how does it work when he's underwater? You know? I wonder
Yeah.
how his hearing is affected when he's underwater.
yeah, it would be.
Because when you're underwater, like, your senses are completely, like, deprivated, right?
Well, he might hear like more of the ocean because I know when you go in the ocean, you can still hear stuff.
Right. So maybe it's better.
Could be because you can hear like whales are more. I don't know how that works. Hearing whales in the ocean, but vibrations and whatnot. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, I loved his suit, the double
Dude,
D's.
it is the double D's.
Yeah.
No, it's the coolest suit.
It's the coolest suit.
And I know that
It's the
Charlie
coolest
Cox
suit.
has openly been, he's openly said it's his favorite suit.
Oh yeah, it's my
because
favorite
it's
suit.
sick.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Super, super, super cool. Cool to see Karen back, them back together more specifically.
That was a shock.
That was kind of a shock, yeah.
I don't remember where exactly they left off.
Well, in Born Again season 1, one of the final episodes, maybe like episode, I'm gonna do it, episode 6 or 7. Punisher comes, like Karen calls Punisher and they talk or whatever, and Daredevil says he can like feel their heartbeats and their heartbeats are going faster, and she just says, "Oh, it was adrenaline," like almost kind of implying like they were nervous to be around each other.
He was implying that they were.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Maybe I missed it.
Yeah. So I don't know what exactly happened and how the tables
Well,
turned.
Karen and Frank have always had a funny kind of relationship.
They have,
Frank kind of protects her like a sister.
maybe.
It's like a brother-sister relationship.
But what if it's not?
They've never.
I don't know.
never-
I'm not necessarily saying. It's just weird that was like one. It was a
Yeah.
conversation that was a little bit confusing because it felt like he was implying something about.
I mean, he was.
And she just said it was adrenaline. So I don't fully know.
probably was. Whenever you're on the Punisher, it's your adrenaline's probably the way up there.
Mine would be.
Yeah. So let's see.
That's like the first 5 minutes. So what did you think of the first 5 minutes of Daredevil?
I think that's pretty. I was pretty like happy with this first episode of season 2. Way happier than I was with the first episode of season 1.
I agree. Yep.
Like it wasn't a crazy CGI fest. And yeah, I loved coming back to see some where the characters are at, and yeah, I'm down with Foggy or not Foggy.
R.I.P.
Yeah, or Foggy. With Karen and Matt being a thing, I think that makes sense.
It's pretty. Yeah, I mean it's surprising.
His like girlfriend that he had from the first season
yes
is a psycho. I don't know what's going on there. She's
Oh,
having like
the psychiatrist?
PTSD or something.
Yeah, I saw like a theory about it, and I don't know how. What's the name of that killer? What was his name?
We couldn't remember it in the last episode, and
Here we-
still don't remember.
Here we are again.
I'll look it up. Keep talking.
Is it Cherry?
No.
Who's Cherry? Okay, who's Cherry?
Cherry?
Oh, that's the police officer he works with.
Hold on. Did you think the bad guy's name was Cherry?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Listen, I get confused with names. I have ADHD. I have hard times focusing on movies. But yeah, I don't know his name, but the theory is, and I don't know his powers either, but the theory is he's kind of like haunting her, and eventually
But he's
she's
dead.
yeah, but that's what I'm
Muse.
saying.
Muse.
Yes, Muse. I don't know his powers, so obviously he's kind of haunting her in some sort of way. I don't know if that's like just PTSD from herself, or that's some sort of
In the
superpower.
first season, she had that crazy interaction where he was like about to
Yes,
murder her,
yes.
and then Daredevil saved her, which
Yes.
is an awesome scene.
Great scene.
So maybe she's just kind of struggling with that. But then she kind of blamed it on Daredevil, didn't she?
Yeah, I think so.
So she's crazy.
She is a little crazy, and
She's like aligned with Fisk, and working with
Well, yeah, I mean, because
the anti-vigilante task force.
swordsman, is that what they called him?
Swordsman, yeah.
She was obviously writing down hostile.
Yeah, that guy. I felt bad for that guy. He was,
But
he was
also,
in a tight spot.
She asked, they asked the question about, are you mentally like okay? And you see her like, you know, he puts no and it's false and she scribbles it out with pencil.
I think she was being like told by some of Fisk's like people to like lie on in the form.
I believe,
like,
yeah, I mean, that makes
make sure
sense.
that he
So
stays
it's a
there.
paper trail. Yeah, it's a paper trail.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would
Wasn't
agree
that one
with
of the
that.
ending moments? Like she was like erasing
Maybe.
stuff.
I don't remember the full order of it.
Well, yeah.
She is psycho though.
She's
He
crazy.
dodged a bullet.
Yeah. Actually, no, he didn't. Remember he got shot.
Foggy didn't.
Foggy didn't, but also remember Matt got shot at the end of the
No, I
the
know.
first
Yeah,
season?
he protected Fisk.
Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing. Bullseye is still around, and
Really
we
cool. We knew
from the
that,
trailer.
but yeah.
But and yeah, the ending scene. I was like, what the heck's happening?
I literally had to turn sideways to read it because I didn't know what it was. I
was
couldn't
like,
see my TV
dude,
very well.
his identity is like not a secret anymore because they all of those guys saw him,
Yeah,
and then
I was
and then they all died.
I was wondering if Cherry was gonna like do something
Well, at
about
first
that.
I thought it was Punisher because like
Me too.
It was like
Me too. The silencers,
and they all just fell over.
although the
and then
silencers could have
knife.
given it away because Punisher don't use no silencers
Yeah,
because they were
Yeah,
silence
you're right.
shots. So
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? Here's a question. What do you think the future of Daredevil and Bullseye in the rest of this season is going to look like?
Oh, ain't no way it's gonna be anything good. Like, there's no way they're lining up. Don't even suggest it. He killed Foggy. There's no way they're ever lining up.
I think they will.
No,
I think they will.
no.
I think the only reason there's only two reasons why Bullseye even has any like reason to save him. One is he wants to like kill him himself, like hand to hand, or two, he needs his help.
What? So you think that Bullseye is trying? Well, Bullseye is trying to kill Fisk.
So yeah, so my theory
but
is
Daredevil doesn't want to kill Fisk, so they wouldn't line up there either.
Same thing with Punisher.
Oh well, here's a better question: will Punisher align with Bullseye?
Well,
think
I don't
that's
know.
Possible.
I don't know 100% what's going on with Punisher right now because Punisher's in prison. But I guess
No, he broke out. That's what we think because the end of the first.
I guess if Bullseye's out of prison,
end of the first season, Frank like gets that guy to come closer and then grabs him. So you think he probably got out.
I guess if Bullseye's out, then Castle should be out too. Because weren't they in the same? Like they were. Remember in the ending
I don't think
scene?
Bullseye was in the cage.
Yeah. Remember in the ending scene when Frank was taken prisoner? That's when we realized Bullseye was still alive. I think. Remember he walks in like that big room and there's a person sitting in the cage. Pretty sure that was Bullseye, unless I'm mistaken. Which I don't think I am. But yeah, so my theory is that Bullseye and Daredevil will align in some sort of capacity. I think it might be like a temporary like a alignment. And I think they are going to be the ones to take down Fisk. Because obviously, like I already said, Bullseye would have just killed him if he wanted to. But I think he needs Daredevil's help. And you don't agree with that at all?
I just don't think that Matt would ever like work with him. I think he hates him
I think he does too.
because he killed his best friend. Like he actually did almost like I don't know why he almost killed him. I think he intended to kill him and he survived, which is actually
So
kind of
you think that this season there's still going to be villains kind of fighting on the side? Or like what is the intentionality of having Bullseye?
Well, we know that Jessica Jones is going to be a factor. I know you don't know a whole lot about her.
I do know.
Wait,
I
you
watched the whole season.
Defenders. You
Yeah,
watched.
yeah.
You
I watched Jessica Jones.
Okay.
I
Yeah, so
actually was
she's
going
a-
to talk about that. I wasn't sure if you were going to.
Well, I think this whole season is again like kind of like a bit of a Civil War thing. Like the anti-vigilante task force is like going around and trying to like get all these vigilantes together. So I think that's going to kind of pull all of the existing ones out of the woodwork. And I think Spider-Man's going to show up.
I think it's possible. I think it's very
Because
possible.
I think this is not a coincidence that Daredevil season 2 is coming out kind of close to when Spider-Man's coming out, and also there's that Punisher special that's coming out.
I'm very
in
excited for that.
May something.
Mhm.
That's like right before Spider-Man. So,
Well, I think the end of Daredevil ends in like May.
Oh yeah,
'Cause it would go all throughout-
Maybe we go right from Daredevil Born Again to the Punisher special.
Then a month later
a
or
month
two.
later is like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and maybe Spider-Man's in that. So we'll talk about the Spider-Man trailer later, but I do think there's a moment where Spider-Man like calls Punisher by his name. He's like, Frank, like, what the heck, man? I have a feeling they're gonna have some type of interaction before we actually see them in
I would agree.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Back to Jessica Jones, though. I think she's, I don't know if it's already linked to that or pretty obvious, but Karen, that's like her source, obviously. I think that's Jessica Jones.
Her source.
You know how she had to go to the source to pull the names, like the manifest from the Northern Star?
Yeah.
Northern Star, wasn't that the name of a Hydra operation? Like from
something.
I'm pretty sure it was Northern Star.
No. No, it was another ship. The Malarian Star or
oh yeah. It might have been the Malarian.
That's the ship that Captain America like lands
yeah,
on.
okay. I knew that sounded familiar.
It does sound familiar, yeah.
There's a whole other theory about this other Charles guy, but I'll talk about that in a second. What do you think about the Jessica Jones being the source for Karen Page?
I mean, she is a PI, so
I think it's pretty good. I saw that on TikTok. I'm not sure who, but I like kind of agree with that.
I didn't know where they were going with like showing the wigs and stuff at first in their room, and then Karen. I was like,
it didn't even look like her.
No, I was looking at her. I'm like, why is she wearing so much eyeliner?
At first, I was like, who is that?
and then yeah, there was that scene in the like gas station or whatever with her wearing a wig and eyeliner. Yeah, she did not look like herself at all.
No, not even close.
But yeah, no, I think that's a possible good theory. Jessica Jones is working with Karen. Have they interacted in the past? I think so.
Yes, I think in Defenders.
Yeah.
I don't know of any other time.
Like Karen and Jessica?
Yeah.
Interacted?
Because they all interacted in Defenders. And Karen was pretty big. I think she might have been dating. She dating?
I think she was dating.
Matt at the time?
I think they were on a break.
On and off. Ross and Rachel.
Because Matt was like infatuated with what's the girl? Died.
Yeah.
Elektra.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with Jessica Jones and Punisher, how they're gonna rope them in. Like I said, I really think that there's gonna be some. I'm wondering if Punisher's like in this to kill Fisk too. Like he realizes how much that guy needs to be gone, and maybe he lines up with Bullseye, and then Daredevil's always being, like you say, annoying and stopping them. So a lot of it could be that Daredevil's trying to stop Bullseye and Punisher from taking out Fisk.
I don't see it going that way.
I also don't know if Frank would really work with Bullseye, because Frank does have
Frank would probably just kill Bullseye.
He's got a moral compass that I'm sure he would.
He wouldn't sacrifice that. I think Daredevil would. I don't think Punisher would.
Wait, Daredevil would do what?
Work with Bullseye.
That's insane. No,
I think he will.
I think Frank would be way more likely to work with Bullseye than
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think there's no chance of him working with him. But
what do you think of Val DaFontaine being
mentioned
from the Attorney General?
That's who was on the phone with Fisk.
Yes. Or no, the Attorney General. And then after that phone call,
I thought I picked that out, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I didn't go back to back it up. I thought I heard like DaFontaine, and I was like,
Yep. So do you think we see maybe a Thunderbolt character in the show?
That's a good. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Like, we're in New York.
Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense if they did that.
Yeah.
They totally should do that. That's the kind of thing.
I think that's what kind of makes the most sense.
That's the kind of thing that that they like need to do to interconnect these projects.
Absolutely. And especially with Spider-Man coming out so soon. Obviously,
I was upset that Spider-Man didn't show up in
I think he was going to show up in
Born
this
Again
series.
season 1. So
and Hawkeye.
Yeah, he should have been in Hawkeye. That was
we had a really good idea with that one.
Well, it was during Christmas. Yeah. It was in the
skate park, the ice rink.
I don't remember the name of that. I've actually been there, but I forget the name.
Me too. I don't remember.
Yeah. So they need to make some more.
I think we could definitely see a Thunderbolt. I think we could see a Thunderbolt.
Who would show up from the Thunderbolts?
I don't think it'd be Bucky.
Because Bucky's
I
like
could
the team
see,
leader.
not Captain America.
Red Guardian.
No, not Red Guardian.
Oh.
What's the Captain America wannabe name?
Oh, the U.S. agent.
Yeah, I could see him. I think he could be really cool in the show. He kind of has similar, like abilities and I mean, he's obviously Captain America.
He's a really entertaining character,
but he's really entertaining, and I
actor.
think he would work really well with some of these other characters. Like I think he'd work well with Daredevil. Him and Punisher, I'm sure, would have some funny moments.
Definitely.
I think it'd be really cool
Yeah.
to see those two together.
Oh, I'm really hoping they do this.
Yeah. I don't think it'd be like Yelena or Bucky or Red Guardian.
What Allegra de Fontaine, is that her name? Allegra?
No, it's Valerie, I think.
Valerie.
Val
Where am I
something.
getting Allegra?
I don't know. You take Viagra recently?
It sounded right, and then I realized it's definitely not right. Valerie?
No, I don't think you heard what I said.
No, I know what you're saying. I know what you said. It's but what is her name? Valerie? Fontaine?
Yeah, I think so.
Fontaine.
If my notes would work.
Oh, not Day Fountain.
No, definitely not. It's spelled really weird. It's like D-O something. Come on.
Valentina Allegra
Valentina.
de Fontaine.
Okay, middle name.
I knew it.
No one calls her that though.
I think she calls herself by her full name once in a while.
It's dumb.
Will she show up? Will De Fontaine show up?
I could see it. I would rather have a
I feel like I could
new
see,
Avenger than her.
But maybe both. Maybe I don't know how high the budget is for the show if they can get that many actors together.
I think yeah. Go ahead.
Like her interacting with Kingpin would be.
But it's weird. Why did she call off the Attorney General?
Well, so that was about more oversight for his anti-vigilante program.
Yes.
And she was kind of doing a similar thing, eliminating some of her
I guess she did. Yeah, she did eliminate
because she's all about control, and she doesn't like what she can't control, and also those people might be getting into her business a little bit. I'm wondering what the dynamic is with the Thunderbolts and her now, because she kind of appointed them as the new Avengers, but they know how shady she is.
And they control her. They control her.
They know how shady she is.
See, that's a good theory. Was what if like a Thunderbolt character figured out what she was doing in New York, and they sent themselves to New York, like a John Walker. You know, he figured out.
They're already in New York, right? They're in the tower.
That's true, but
I'm saying see the tower. They got to show me the tower. If we're in New York, I want to see the tower.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think about the Charles guy, Mr. Charles?
Is that's
the guy with the glasses? He interrupted the Attorney General meeting, and he was like, "You're gonna want to answer that."
Oh, Matthew Lillard.
Yes, Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard.
I don't know. I don't know if he's a comic book character or where.
I don't know either, but he played Shaggy in Scooby-Doo. That actor.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a whole lot, but from what I'm seeing of him in this episode, he's a phenomenal actor. And actually, I just saw an interview yesterday with Fisk. Well, I'm forgetting their names. I'm so bad with names, man.
Vincent.
Yes, Vincent D'Onofrio, and oh my gosh,
Charlie Cox.
Charlie Cox.
You've already said his name.
I know. I just when I want to think of something, it usually just like drops on my brain.
I agree. Yep.
Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio. There was this interview, and Vincent D'Onofrio was talking about how he got so into his character that he actually started to kind of despise Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, I saw that. I liked it.
He said he was like, I have acting scenes, or he was telling Charlie Cox, he was like, I was looking at no. He would see his script, and he's like, I got another scene with this guy.
Yeah. He said he could by the end. He's like, I could hardly even be in a room with him.
So they're gonna probably have some really nasty interactions, possibly.
I saw a theory that was, and it kind of seemed kind of obvious in the time, that Fisk interrupted the Attorney General and just said, Mr. Charles. I wonder if that's because he was answering for Charles. I wonder if Charles is like a fake name for something else.
Probably.
And there might be more Marvel lore.
Maybe. I mean, he
type
might
of thing. I don't know. I have no idea what he kind of does and what he's going to do, but there's also theories about his ring.
Oh, he's wearing a ring?
He's wearing like a gold ring and there's some scenes that have some serious like emphasis on it where he's like clinking it like this. And it almost looks like a Hydra ring to me.
Hydra?
It's like a gold. It looks.
No.
But it's weird. You'd have to look at if you see it. You'll kind of understand what I'm saying.
I swear his name was in here. Matthew Lillard. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's Matthew.
It says undisclosed role.
Yeah. So I don't know. Mr. Charles is not. I don't think it's going to be his actual name.
Additional reoccurring characters expand Fisk's political regime and the anti-vigilante crackdown. So what if Matthew Lillard's character Charles is working with Valentina or Allegra
Could be.
Fontaine.
Because he did say you want to answer that to the Attorney General, then that's who
And
was
that
on the
her.
phone.
That would make sense.
That would make sense.
That would make sense.
So I don't
So
think
maybe we're not going to get her, but we have him. That could be what we're getting.
Maybe he calls one of the Thunderbolts or New Avengers.
Yeah, but they're not working for her. So
Yeah, but they're still
they're not on her beck and call.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, maybe that's who. Maybe that's who they put in charge. What if Mr. Charles is the new head of the New Avengers?
Well, then why would he be even? Why would he?
He has no
dealing
name
with
though.
Fontaine, Valentina.
Because he has no name, and well, the De Fontina lady is the one who's in charge. She's the figurehead.
Yeah.
She's like technically in charge.
I don't know. I think that Thunderbolts are not working with Valentina, and I don't think that.
Well, that's
if they
what
were
I'm saying.
appointing him, I don't think that he would be working with her either.
No.
I think that they're.
I think you're missing what I'm saying. Is she is still the figurehead because that's the whole thing, right? She named them the New Avengers, right? I think. Like they're not working for her at all. They're disassociated with her, but they're still under the title New Avengers, and I'm sure they still have to do like photo ops and stuff like this. With that, with Del Fontaine, whatever her name is, I don't even know. I think maybe they appointed this Charles guy as like their new Nick Fury type kind of character.
He's sketchy. I don't think he's working. He's a bad guy.
Maybe could be, but what if? Why does he butt heads?
No. He's definitely a bad guy. Because,
Definitely a bad guy.
All the weapons that were in the boat, like those were
He did
his,
say
those were
that.
his weapons,
He did say
right?
that.
Or like his people, whoever Kingpin was getting those weapons from somewhere.
He did say that.
He is the kind of
And he
source.
was the one who said use undocumented people.
Yeah. No,
and kill 'em.
dude, he's totally a bad guy.
Yeah, he's
Remember
totally
that
a bad
scene?
guy.
He's
I
like, you gotta
forgot.
make sure you kill these guys after.
Yeah, I
you use-
forgot.
No, he's totally a bad guy.
I think I wrote that down when I saw
Some
it.
people
and
just jumped off our podcast because you started to suggest he wasn't a bad guy.
He's a bad guy. Clip this and put it before everything else. Say Nate went on a rant. No, yeah, he's definitely a bad guy. Definitely a bad guy.
So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with him, but I'm feeling that like right now it seems like him and Fisk are aligned. Fisk was like, our interests are aligned. I think pretty soon they're not gonna be. Something's gonna go wrong for Fisk, and they're gonna be at odds. I think it's gonna be a whole mess of like these people are against these people, but these people are against these people, and like it's just gonna be
Civil
a
War.
crazy web.
Yeah.
Of,
Ooh, good reference. Crazy web.
yeah, Spider-Man's gonna come swinging in and save the day.
Yeah.
I think they definitely have to pay off. Either Daredevil's going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day, or Spider-Man's going to be in this show, because in Spider-Man No Way Home, we had Matt Murdock show up, and they have to do something with that. They got to give us something. They're trying to connect those characters.
I
Their
think if
projects
we're
are
gonna
coming
get
out
him,
right next to each other, you know.
yeah, I think if we're gonna get him, it's gonna be Daredevil and Spider-Man. I don't think it's gonna be Spider-Man and Daredevil.
Maybe not. Tom Holland might be a little too expensive.
Yeah, and I think he's only signed on for a certain amount of movies, right? Isn't that like kind of the deal
Maybe.
Sony has?
Yeah, I don't know what his
I don't think he
contract
can-
looks like, but
Yeah.
yeah, it is possible. Maybe you're right. Like we're gonna get Daredevil in Spider-Man's movie, not the other way around.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Especially when we're already getting Frank Castle in Spider-Man Brand New Day. It makes the most sense that... I don't know, but it depends on how the rest of the season goes. Because maybe Daredevil doesn't like working with Punisher, or maybe something happens in the Punisher, the special. We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah. I know that the Anti-Vigilante Task Force, their logo is like meant to kind of look like they're using like Punisher's logo. Remember that's
Yeah, because
why
they love Punisher.
they love Punisher.
They love
There was
Punisher.
that whole scene in season 1 where he was
It's
like,
like the ending episode.
yeah, and that's how he got caught, because
Yeah.
he was trying to fight those guys, and they're like, no, we're with you.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be part of Frank's vendetta in this season. Is he's going to be trying to wipe out those guys.
Which makes
And
sense of why them
just-
to align together.
Yeah. So, but I don't know if he's really going to line up with Bullseye. I think Bullseye's going to be his own crazy thing, kind of going around. So
I think we're on
I don't know.
opposite ends. I think they're going to team up.
we'll see. We'll see who's right.
We'll see.
One of us will be
I'm
right.
sure we'll talk about it this next week.
Possibly. Yeah, we're gonna try to review each of these episodes coming out. I'm gonna be out of town in a week and a half, so I might not be able to talk about the episodes as
Enjoy
they come
those
out.
TSA lines.
Oh, I'm hoping that it's all fixed up. That I'm hoping that's not an issue. When I'm
Good
about to leave.
luck.
I gotta leave on.
Everybody wishing
next-
good luck.
Not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
Ooh, on a Saturday too?
The thing is-
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Is it? It might be Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, but I also saw a comment under one of those videos that was like, no, it wasn't a problem for me. I had like, it was like a 5-minute wait. So like, I don't think it's like that all the time.
Yeah, but on a weekend though,
Maybe. I don't know. I'm really hoping.
just get there 5 hours early, bud.
So yeah, we're gonna try to cover these episodes as much as possible when we're able to. I think the next release is dropping 2 episodes, so that might be before I'm gone. We might be able to talk about 2 episodes, and yeah,
So that'd be cool.
All right. So have we said enough about Daredevil?
I think we're good. I think we've said. I think I've said everything I wanted to say.
We're hoping Spider-Man shows up. We're thinking it's unlikely. We're hoping that characters from the Thunderbolts might appear. At least maybe hearing Valentina Allegra de Fontaine's voice or something like that could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Even or if she shows up. Or yeah, one of the Thunderbolts characters. Or I want to at least see the Avengers Tower. I want to see that. And
did we?
Sorry.
Did we talk about Frank coming back in this season?
We've been talking about him a lot.
Did we? I know, but did we say he's actually coming back in this season?
He's definitely coming back. Yeah.
Definitely coming back.
Yeah,
okay.
I think he's. I think so.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I guess that maybe is a good question. I
don't know if we've really talked about it
100%, but I was assuming because he was at the end of season 1. Also appearing possible roles: John Bernthal, listed in cast credits. So
it
says involvement may vary. So
he's in it then.
Maybe he's not in it as much as like.
He'll get a
Kristen
scene.
Ritter, Jessica Jones is listed as an actual like new notable addition. So
yeah, he'll get an episode or 2 probably.
Yeah, John Berthel's in the also appearing possible roles section.
What is that? What is that?
What is that?
What is that?
Walking Dead reference.
So greatest show of all time.
He's in so many things, and
he's like the same actor.
Oh, but he's got a good range. I've seen him.
He does have a good range, but
maybe not like the best range, but I've seen him do a couple different roles that I was a little surprised. You know, he's in Night at the Museum 2. He plays.
I just watched those movies.
Really? I watched them not that long ago too. He plays the black and white guy. He plays the gangster.
Oh yes. I did know that because I was watching with my wife, and I was like, "That's the Punisher."
Yeah. I did the same thing.
What's that guy's name though? Whatever.
No, like the most popular gangster.
Capone. Al Capone.
Al Capone.
Yeah.
Al Capone.
Al Capone. Perfect Al Capone, by the way.
You know what? I completely when we did our trilogies,
I know.
Honestly.
No.
Mention
Well, did we do top 10 or top 5 trilogies?
Top 5.
Yeah, no way.
It's not top 5. You're right. But
no way.
But I love those movies.
I do love those
It's
movies.
not top 5. You're right. But they're solid.
They
are
so funny.
It's more just the genre that keeps them out of top 5 for me. They're executed perfectly for what they are.
Perfectly. I mean, the cast is really well. Yeah, I love those movies.
All right, we're a little off topic here. Let's jump into talking about Spider-Man Brand New Day, the trailer. We just watched it again. Oh yeah. Oh, we can do this.
Check this out.
Look at that. I want to find a place to fit this in.
I'll just hold it right here for the rest of it.
Hold it right here as we talk about it?
No, I'm not going to hold my arms tired.
Okay, this is a shot in the actual trailer.
Shot for shot.
That is the coolest thing that we've gotten in our Spider-Man movies so far. This is the first ever cover for a comic book of Spider-Man ever. And in the trailer, you see this exact frame, which is so cool. He's swinging in this exact... Honestly, it's a really weird pose for a swing, but they accomplished it still. It looks...
Yeah.
And he's holding a guy just like that. There's a couple other comic book covers that I think that they replicated. There's a cover with Spider-Man and Tarantula, who's also a bad guy in Spider-Man Brand New Day. They did one for that, and there was another. I don't remember, but there's obviously going to be some really cool cinematic moments. In this movie, because there's so many slow-mo shots and stuff. I'm assuming they're actually slow-mo in the movie, and they wouldn't just do that for the trailer. Maybe they would.
I'm trying to remember from No Way Home, the scene where all 3 of them are jumping. Was that slow-mo in the actual movie? Because I know it was slow-mo in the trailer.
I think it was
slow-mo in the movie. It might have been. I mean,
slow-mo.
You have to have time to cheer. You have to have time for the audience to clap their hands.
Yeah. I think this is going to be,
to do it.
This movie, I think, is going to be, at least starting out, I bet the whole first 30 minutes is going to be just Spider-Man in New York fighting bad guys. I think the whole Punisher and the tank, that's in the first 30 minutes. And, well, what else happens? There's I mean,
Well, the scene that
I think him fighting Tarantula could be in the first 30 minutes.
The scene of you talking about that you showed me before, I don't know if you had that as a point of reference. So you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Where he gets slingshotted.
Oh, yeah.
That,
I don't know. That could be in the beginning.
But that's his
that
OG
also might be
suit.
later.
That's
I
his
feel
OG
like
suit.
No, his OG suit is not in this trailer at all.
Well, I'm
He
saying.
got this suit at the end of the last movie.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like all those action scenes are happening with that suit. I wonder what kind of suit we're gonna see once he
Well, we don't know
becomes
what's
organic.
happening.
Because obviously, and he was wearing web
becomes
shooters.
organic.
He was wearing web shooters.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. We don't know what's gonna happen with him. I'm of the opinion that Venom is involved. There's a lot of rumors going around whether he's turning into Man Spider. I think that's a crazy
I
storyline.
pray to God, no.
I don't really want to see Tom Holland with 4 arms and a spider
I really
face.
don't. I really don't.
And like, there's that scene where we get his eyes going black, and it looks just like Tom Hardy in the Venom movies when he first gets the symbiote.
There's a lot of similarities, actually.
Really similar. There's a scene where you see Spider-Man has both hands and he's like ripping open a web, and his left hand is like it looks like a symbiote. It's black and it has like this like reflective gooish look. So to me, I don't know if it's not Venom. What the heck is that?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm on the whole Venom train for this movie.
The last movie, like the end credit scene, is Venom leaving behind a little.
Can I share my theory?
Yeah, go right ahead.
This is my theory. I think Spider-Man is going to die at the end of this movie. Be revived by the symbiote. Will not appear in Avengers Doomsday, but will appear in Avengers Secret Wars as a main character in that movie. I think somehow they're going to remember who Peter Parker is by Secret Wars because he's not on the cast list for Doomsday. So I don't think we're getting him in Doomsday.
We might not be getting him in Doomsday, but I'm really against the theory that he's going to die.
I'm not sure dying, but also if the theory is to go to Man Spider, isn't Man Spider like just, I mean, he's a freaking spider. He's crazy. I don't know if he necessarily is still a good guy or not.
I don't know.
And the theory is...
We are not comics dudes, but
Yeah,
I've
we're
seen
not
a little
comics.
bit. And from what I know, there's a story where Spider-Man turns into Man Spider and Punisher's involved.
Exactly.
And he's tracking him down. So
Punisher kills him.
Is in this... Does he?
I think in the comic book,
I don't know.
Punisher
I
kills
can't
him.
confirm that. But yeah, I'm really hoping they don't go that direction.
I don't want them to.
You know, we haven't asked ourselves this yet. Is this potentially at risk of being as busy and problematic as Spider-Man 3 and Amazing
The
Spider-Man
Raimi?
2? Like how there's so much going on.
That's a good question.
Like there's a lot of villains confirmed for this. Not even just villains, a lot of characters.
Heroes
There's
and villains.
Multiple storylines you see happening just in the trailer. We have what seems like the continuation storyline of Peter just trying to get MJ back. He's conflicted because she's happy and whether or not he should follow through on his promise to once again reveal himself to her. But also there's this mutation aspect.
There's the mutant, the mind controller person.
There's that. We have well, that's not confirmed as a mutant, but we haven't seen Sadie Sink's character yet. And a lot of people say that she might be, yes, a mutant, possibly possibly Jean Grey, which would be insane. She's a very powerful mutant.
Remember Spider-Man opened the door and like that old lady was in there?
Yeah. And you see like a presence bounce out of her mind and then into the guy right behind Spider-Man. He gives him a smirk and then it jumps up to some other guy. Now I don't know a whole lot about, if it is Jean Grey, I don't know a whole lot about her powers and how that works. From what I've seen of her powers from, the X-Men movies and the X-Men animated show that came out, or not came out, but like restarted again recently. I've seen some of her powers. I don't think her powers work like that, where like jumps to people like that. I think she can kind of.
It's just a weird scene. Like,
it's a weird
why?
Scene. That's the most unexplained section.
I don't understand that at all. Well, Bruce Banner.
What would Bruce have to do with this?
He's not Smart Hulk or whatever anymore.
So
that's pretty
mind control.
No. I'm saying that's pretty unexplained. How is he back to Bruce Banner?
All right. I'm assuming he just used some sciencey whiz and figured it out.
That's so dumb, dude. They have to explain that.
Well, I'm sure they will explain it.
Yeah, like a 2-minute explanation.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna get. It's gonna be
gamma radiation, and I just did there was some needles, and I sat in a chair, and then it brought me back.
Or he's just gonna be like, yeah, I don't know. I just woke up one day and I was myself again.
Yeah.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
It's gonna be
I don't
dumb.
know. It'll be something like that. Or maybe he'll have some type of
Sciencey
explanation.
Words we don't
However,
know.
he's wearing something on his wrist.
True.
That I think
That's a good
he
point.
may have, most definitely have constructed to possibly keep the Hulk from appearing. Or it might just be like a heart rate monitor.
I would think it would be to keep the Hulk away. Like angry 2012 Avengers Hulk. Not Smart Hulk.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I don't think Smart Hulk's a thing anymore because that's a merged brain thing.
Yeah.
I think he's got the Rage Hulk back.
Yeah, that's what that's
I'm
for.
super excited about that.
You want to say your theory?
I want to see Rage Hulk so bad.
You want to talk about the slingshot spot of the film?
No, there's definitely a moment in the trailer where they cut it in a way where it seems like Spider-Man's just playing, like messing around with his webs. I don't know if in that scene, I should have checked if he has web shooters on.
I remember him doing, I believe.
He has web shooters on?
I think. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, you should look it up. But he shoots, he's like on a rooftop. It's like daytime and he shoots. I don't know if he shoots or if he already has his webs attached to something. But they kind of make it seem as if he pulls himself. But if you really kind of watch it, it kind of looks like he's webbed onto something and then something kind of
yanks him,
throws him, and yanks him. Yeah.
There's not
and then like the next shot you see, or not the next, like 2 shots later, he's flying through the air and like smashing into a water tower, which that should be obviously. I think he gets thrown.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
and it's funny. I'm actually looking at it right now. They actually show that scene right after a Hulk scene. Right after Bruce Banner, literally frame by frame, he's talking to Bruce Banner. The next clip is of this scene.
Okay, so let's think about this. Then, so
I'm trying to see if he's got web shooters on.
He goes to see Bruce. For some reason, Bruce is just allowed to be around students in a college or something.
Okay, bud.
We'll hire you. You're
no threat.
You might
to our
turn into a
students.
crazy rage monster.
Yeah.
That's okay. We don't really care.
It's
you got a little regulator on your wrist? That's all we need. That's fine. So also, well, I don't want to, I'll talk about that second. I think that he goes to see Bruce and what could happen? What could happen that would release the Hulk?
What if Spider-Man
wouldn't do that?
What if Spider-Man needs Hulk somehow?
No. Why?
I don't know.
Hulk has nothing to offer but smashing.
I mean, that's a pretty big deal, bud. It's a pretty powerful weapon.
Well, you're saying he needs him to help fight?
Yes.
Something.
Yes.
That's a bad. You don't pull the Hulk out. You really don't pull the Hulk out ever.
Tom Holland's kind of dumb.
Unless it's last resort.
Peter Parker is a young kid. So back to the web shooter thing. He's wearing web shooters here.
Yeah.
I can't tell if he's wearing web shooters in the next scene.
When he gets thrown?
Yeah. So it's a scene then Bruce. I can't tell if he's wearing.
Yeah, well, too. You can see his wrist.
Doesn't look like it then because I don't see him.
Bro, he's totally not. Okay, so...
And in 2 scenes before, he totally is.
So confirmed organic webbing? We already thought that.
Yeah, but did we just confirm it?
I mean, there's no web shooters in this frame. I'm going to put this frame up in our whatever TikTok.
Yeah.
So there's no web shooters.
And then if you go back 10 seconds to the scene where he's like holding his head, he's wearing web shooters.
So that's not the same scene then. Unless this is a CGI mistake.
Well, see right here, he is wearing web shooters. This is a scene. It's not the same scene.
That doesn't look like it could. That might be a completely different scene. Like
I agree.
The background is maybe a similar.
No,
place,
yeah, it's definitely a different scene. I'm just saying he is wearing web shooters in this scene, but he isn't in the other scene. So whatever happens,
what's going to cause the Hulk to possibly emerge? Is this
the mutant?
Mind control.
Mind control.
We already said this actually. I just completely forgot. But maybe. If this is Jean Grey, do you know who Jean Grey is? She's the Phoenix.
I've heard of her. Yeah.
Yeah, like the most powerful mutant.
Yeah.
Out there, but we don't really have a good interaction with mutants yet in the MCU. So if this is our first kind of real interaction with a prominent mutant from the comics.
Be very cool.
That's a lot of pressure.
Oh.
So, but if it is Jean Grey, she would totally have the ability to get into Bruce's brain and take the Hulk out for sure. But what would be the motive of that? I mean, mutants are usually they do like to cause a lot of chaos when they're feeling oppressed.
They do. They absolutely do.
So that could be why, and maybe Peter's trying to help calm him down. Hey, buddy, sun's getting real low, and then he gets thrown somehow. But what do we think's happening to Peter? You don't think it's the symbiote?
I don't think so.
So you just think that he's just mutating?
I mean, that's the whole point of it, right? That's what they say is.
But I think the symbiote could be causing him to mutate. There's even a similar. If you go back to Spider-Man 3, the original Spider-Man 3, this kind of happens where the symbiote attaches to him, and he goes to Dr. Connors, who is the Lizard, another scientist, and he has him do tests on it. Kind of similar to what Peter's doing here, going to Bruce.
It is a lot less of a symbiote than what Venom has. It's a lot less.
Well, that's the thing too. Is
it's just
it
a little drop.
If it's just a little bit, maybe it doesn't. It's not going to do what we're used to seeing with the symbiote, where it completely takes him over and whatever. So instead of it doing that, it's just a tiny bit, and it would be mutating Spider-Man, be adding to his DNA or something. There's a couple scenes throughout the trailer where Peter's like wearing black too. We never see him wear black in like any of the other movies, really. He doesn't really wear black. But like that kind of happened to Peter in Spider-Man 3, the original Spider-Man 3. He was wearing black all the time, and he was all this like, he was flipping his hair, all grunge. So there's also that moment where he like, you see Bruce, and then they show him getting scanned, it's like an X-ray of sorts, and I don't know what an X-ray is supposed to look like, but he's got a lot of like dark blotches in the X-ray.
They do that in Venom. They do that in Venom.
I don't know.
I saw like a frame by frame of that. Also, the scene of him like holding his head and they have that ringing.
Yeah. So maybe he's hearing
Eddie.
voices.
No, it's Eddie. Eddie does that too, where they have the ringing, like Eddie. Yeah, where Venom's like shaking his head.
That was good. I heard myself.
That was pretty good. So I don't know, what we're gonna see out of that. It's possible. I'm a little skeptical about it. Skeptical because we've been waiting for it for a long time.
We need brains and chocolate.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get locked out of my phone here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just I don't want to expect Venom because I'm not 100% sure.
I don't think it's an unreasonable expectation.
It's not unreasonable.
If we didn't have that end credit scene where a tiny bit of Venom was left behind, then I would be like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. But the fact that that was an end credit scene, I mean, it's definitely an option.
It definitely is an option. It's on the table for sure. But I don't know. I just don't know the way they're going to go. If they go Man Spider, I don't think Venom has anything to do with Man Spider.
No, I don't think it's one or the other.
Right.
That's what I think. One or the other. And I don't even know if Man Spider is really an option. It might just be Peter's mutating and he's getting stronger. He's getting organic webbing. Maybe there's going to be some other abilities that maybe he'll temporarily have other abilities that are strange. I don't know. I mean, he's going to be in a cocoon. We see him in a cocoon.
That's true.
And that's really strange
I mean, we see him shooting webs out of his hand hanging from his underwear. It's pretty strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, let's say he's getting organic webbing, right? So next time he sees Toby's Spider-Man, be like, dude, look.
Yeah, that would be a good interaction.
And then Andrew's going to be like, what?
Yeah. That would be good.
That's gross.
That'd be good.
Yeah. I'm excited to see. I don't know anything about Tarantula. He's obviously some type of spider-ish villain. A Scorpion looks really cool. He's got obviously some type of mech suit. Which I'm wondering where he would have got that.
A lot of heroes and a lot of villains in this movie.
There's a lot.
It's getting a little crazy.
There's a lot.
I think part of like newer fans of Marvel and newer fans of Spider-Man, I think honestly like more action.
Yeah.
Like they like the more villains. So I think like if Spider-Man 3, the Raimi version was released today, I think people would actually really like that movie.
I don't know.
Because I think people
I don't know if it was about
newer Marvel fans, I think enjoy the bigger, more villains, more action, less of the Peter Parker storyline. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
True Spider-Man fans want to see that Peter Parker, want to see him develop through this movie, which I think we're actually going to see a lot of. I think we're going to see him actually develop as Peter Parker, learn. I saw Soups actually said this. He thinks it's going to be like Spider-Man 2 of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, where he's learning that Peter Parker is not as important as Spider-Man. Spider-Man's more important than Peter Parker.
But he wants to be Peter Parker.
But he wants to be. I think you're going to see that was Soups, and I think he kind of did a really good job with explaining that.
Yeah.
At least in the beginning of the movie, before he starts transforming. I think it's a really good thought process. Yeah. But I just don't know. Yeah. So that's what I personally like more villains. I like a lot of villains. I like the action sequences. But if you're gonna try to make it like Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire and him finding himself, it's gonna be really hard when you have like 6 different villains.
I don't think it's gonna be necessarily as far as it is in Spider-Man 2 with him like, giving up his powers and stuff. That's not.
I agree. That's not happening.
But he does want to get back with MJ. Like he misses her a lot. So. Is that? Do we think that's possible? Do we think that he's actually going to reveal his identity to MJ and try to? I mean, he promised.
Obviously,
he
did promise.
In No Way Home, he promised.
We only see like 2 interaction. Is it one? One interaction of them in the trailer? Is that party?
Yeah.
Party. Yeah. And then obviously you see her with the.
Well, he's watching old videos on his phone.
That's true too. But that's not them interacting.
Maybe he's watching like a story.
I think it was like TikTok.
Maybe
it kind of looked like a TikTok
super
video.
Stalker.
Yeah,
Spider stalker.
But yeah, and then obviously with MJ, you see all the Spider-Man photos on the back wall. So she's looking.
Oh, she's
actively trying to figure out who Spider-Man is. So that'll be interesting to see that dynamic of how much MJ and Ned are we going to see in this movie. That's another question.
Not a lot.
That's what I'm saying is like if
this is truly a start to a new trilogy, like his college years, his trilogy. Personally, I want him to move away from MJ and Ned.
Move away from MJ and Ned.
Not move away like at location. I'm saying I want his story to kind of.
No, I know what you're saying.
Step back from them. I'd like to see new characters come in. I'd like to see Gwen Stacy. I'd like to see like a new love interest. But I don't know if that's really where they're going with it.
I don't think they will because, they're married in real life.
Yeah,
so
you're totally right.
In the biggest franchise in the world, like one of the biggest love stories, they have to be together. MJ and Spider-Man, they have to be together.
That's a good point. That makes me a little sad.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to get that.
I want to see some different, I don't know. I've never really been a fan of Zendaya's character in these movies.
I liked her the most in Spider-Man No Way Home.
She's my least favorite Spider-Man love interest out of any of the Spider-Man love interests that we've gotten in any of the Spider-Man movies.
Me too. But I really liked her in Spider-Man 3. She was the best in Spider-Man 3. Yeah. No Way Home, sorry.
Yeah.
She was a little bit like awkward in the first movie, Homecoming.
She's not had a consistent character. She was so freaking weird in Homecoming.
And then, still a little weird
in Far From Home. She was like suddenly pulling back from all this like she was kind of mean in the first one, and then she's like, "No, I'm not mean." And then by the third one, she's just a completely different written character. I don't know.
She does change a little bit throughout the movies.
Yeah. I don't know.
We have lots of good ideas, though. We have lots of good theories. Still theorizing on some, but
I still say, I don't know if we're gonna get full Venom in this. Maybe we're just gonna get him mutating, and maybe Venom will be something we get in the future. But
Secret Wars.
Yeah, I wish. I don't know if it's likely because I don't actually think we're gonna get full Venom in this movie. I think it's gonna be like a thing like a small bit of Venom that possibly mutates him.
If anything, it would be like an end credit scene.
I wish so badly that we could get that what I talked about, which is that like Punisher getting infected by Venom or Hulk getting infected
did you
by
mention
Venom.
that on this?
Yeah, it was in like one of our
okay.
previous podcasts.
I wasn't sure if you did or not.
We were theorizing. That would
That'd
be
be
sick.
so
but
cool.
I just don't think it's gonna happen because I don't think that.
So BA.
After thinking about it, like with Venom being this tiny like dot, I don't think he can actually materialize in his full Venom form yet.
It would affect Punisher probably more than it would affect Spider-Man.
It would be insane. I'm sure it's happened in the comics, but like Punisher with like Venomized Punisher would be
Bulletproof freaking Punisher.
would he
Holy.
be able to-
Super
would-
strength.
would he be able to make guns with the symbiote?
Yeah, but that's the thing is there's so little of the symbiote.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that's not like
He
because-
can't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless I don't understand how symbiotes work. Maybe he's already regrown. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they grow.
Well, they do grow. I think they can like inhabit a host and they start to regrow.
Let it grow, let it grow. You can reap what you don't sow. Plant the seed inside the earth.
All right, is there anything we missed about the trailer? We talked about Bruce Banner. We talked about mutating Spider-Man. We talked about MJ. We talked a little bit about Punisher, some of the villains, about Scorpion. I don't know where he's getting that suit. Come back to that for a second. I don't know where Scorpion's getting his suit. Maybe from the Tinkerer, like the guy who worked with Mysterio.
Yep.
Or no, was it the guy who worked? I think. Okay, maybe yes. The Tinkerer was originally the guy who made the suit for Vulture, I think. Yes.
Yeah.
And then was the Tinkerer working with Mysterio?
I don't think so. It was the guy who worked for Stark.
Yeah.
It was the guy who
Those are
worked for
different
Stark.
characters. Yeah. So I don't know.
Did we talk about Daredevil in this movie?
Honestly, after all the characters that are in it, I hope he's not in it. Because I don't know what they're going to
I
freaking
know.
do.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
But, we didn't talk about the hand.
Yeah, we didn't. That's why I was kind
And
of
that's
bringing that
why
up.
I think he's got to be in it.
I agree.
If the hand is involved, the hand is supposed to be dead, right?
Right. I think we're going to see the development of that throughout the rest of Daredevil. And I
That's
think
definitely the hand. Like
definitely the
they're
hand.
Red robes, swords.
no doubt.
Like
it's the hand.
ninjas. No,
In New York, it's the hand.
it's got to be the hand. So
I think we're going to see the development of that through Daredevil Born Again season
you think
2.
the hand's going to show back up? And
I believe so. And then I think also we might see a little bit of it in the Punisher special leading up.
The Last Kill.
The
Yeah,
Last
that's
Kill.
title.
Yeah. I think that almost is kind of like, that almost makes sense for it to be the hand.
We didn't even talk about the fact that Punisher like shot Spider-Man. Just straight up shot him.
Mother.
But again, like Spider-Man, he shoots a web into Frank's face, and he calls him Frank. Maybe he just calls him Frank because he's heard about him on the news and he knows his name. Or there's some type of relationship that they
It seems like
establish.
not a friendly interaction, but it seems like a.
No, he's like, Frank, go home.
Yeah, it seems like
Whatever.
we know each other
Kinda, yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
I think if Spider-Man got ran over by a van from a random person, I guess even if he might have still known it was Frank, I think we're going to see a lot of development
But
in the next
Spider-Man
7
takes
episodes.
a shot with that shotgun right to his
He had
chest
web
from,
shooters.
like-
He had web shooters on the end of the gun, though.
So you think that saved him?
Oh yeah,
I don't think he actually got hurt. But
the
I
gun
don't know
was
how.
capped with spider webs.
So
100%
So
he-
the gun shot the shot, and the spider webs contained the shot.
Yes.
And it just punched him, basically.
Yeah, 100%.
Hmm.
100%. If not, his suit would have been ripped apart.
So maybe Daredevil will show up, and maybe the hand will only be a small part of the movie.
Yeah, I think realistically, a lot of our theories are going to be based off of what happens in these next 7 episodes, and then the Punisher last. I mean, I think every single week we might get more and more and more of a piece.
Oh, we didn't
of
even
what
talk
we're
about
gonna
that
see.
thing we discovered, which is the assistant for Fisk in the first episode of
Oh yeah,
season 2.
That's a good thing.
Is in the Spider-Man trailer. So
Hands him the key,
Yeah, the lady who hands Spider-Man the key to the city in the Spider-Man,
which is
Brandon Day
supposed to
trailer
be the
is-
mayor.
Yeah, but he doesn't want. He's against vigilantes, or he's in prison, and she's like the temporary
Exactly.
mayor.
She might be the interim mayor.
If he's back in prison or he's dead, she would be like the temporary
Right.
fill-in. Yeah, that's.
I don't
what
think
was her name. like that.
Her actual name was like Sheila something.
Yeah, Sheila.
I don't know what her. Let me see. I think I have it somewhere in here.
It's back in the search.
Zebrina.
No, Sheila Rivera.
No, that's her actual name.
Oh yeah.
No. Yeah,
that's
Sheila Rivera. Yeah.
That's the character. Sheila Rivera is his political advisor and assistant. In Daredevil Born Again season 2, and you see her in the first episode here.
Handing
So
Spider-Man the
that's-
key.
That's the. Girl who's missing.
I don't think Spider-Man is considered a vigilante.
Oh yeah, he is. What are you talking about? Definitely
I
vigilante.
think he'd be more considered an Avenger.
That's the same thing.
No, but it's different than like, Spider-Man's different than the Daredevil.
But he's not an Avenger though. He's not working with the
Right.
Thunderbolts Avengers. So
But he has people still know Spider-Man as of like he helped save the world 5 years
but
ago.
he's still probably classified as a vigilante because he's not a part of any official superhero like
Maybe. But the city of New York loves Spider-Man.
they do, but the mayor don't.
But the mayor decides who gives the key.
True.
So I don't think Fisk would just give it. If Fisk was still in charge, I don't think we'd
All right,
see
so
him.
here's what happens. Opening of the movie, Frank in the tank, something, I don't know, he's got to be chasing someone. A villain.
Somebody, one of the six we've
he
already
saves
mentioned.
the city from Frank or something, or whatever the situation is, and that's how he gets the key to the city. That'd be in
One event? One event does him that?
Gotta be something big.
I don't think Fisk is mayor anymore by the time Spider-Man comes into
that's
the movie.
possible. Yeah. I mean,
That's what I think. Fisk, something is going to happen to Fisk, whether he...
you know,
I
Wilson
think there's
Fisk
a lot of
is-
theory too about BB, not BB. What's the dude who like loves Fisk? Would do
Oh, I
like
don't know his
anything for
name.
him.
I don't know
He
his
is going to
name.
be some sort of fall guy, I think.
yeah, he's
And
gonna
Fisk
die.
is going to get away.
That guy's definitely gonna die.
Yeah, he's definitely going to die or go to prison, and like they're going to blame everything on him.
Yeah, he's
And
definitely.
Fisk is going to get away. Obviously, I don't think he's going to be dead at the end of Daredevil, but he will get away.
Fisk is traditionally a Spider-Man villain, and I want to see them interact at some point. So,
Okay,
I
well,
don't
you
know.
can't have a seventh villain in the Spider-Man movie.
I know, dude. There's too many villains.
Yeah.
This is insane.
You can't. Unless somehow he is still the mayor and that's part of the storyline.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think Fisk has worked with the Hand before too.
I think he made a deal and like
Yeah, he worked. Yeah, he worked with the Hand
Yeah.
quite a bit, right?
I can't. It's been a while since I've seen that.
The Hand, yeah,
The
He was-
original
he was,
Daredevil.
yes,
But I
I'm
believe he
remembering it now.
did,
He
yeah.
was working with those,
The leader or something.
He wasn't officially one of the Hand, was he?
No,
like
no. He was never.
Yeah.
I don't think he was.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. I feel like we bounced around so much talking about that trailer,
There's
but that's
so
because
much,
there's so much
to
happening.
talk about. Yeah.
There's so much happening. I don't even know how to like clearly break that down. Like, it's nuts.
And I think this might be our. What do you think of this being like our format for the next couple weeks? Because I think the more we see happening in Daredevil, like I've already said like four
just talking
times,
about Daredevil and then talking about Spider-Man again.
the more we're gonna see of Spider-Man.
Are we already over an hour?
We're at 57 minutes.
All right. Let's do our quick segment.
All right, let's do our quick segment.
Do you want to be? How about we can go back and forth? How about you ask
Yeah.
me about one? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to see. We're gonna ask each other if we think Spider-Man: Brand New Day is going to be better than other MCU movies. You know, there's a lot of MCU movies, so it could be one that's not as good or one that's really really good, and we have to determine whether or not we think it's gonna be better. So I'll go first. Do you think that Spider-Man: Brand New Day is gonna be better than Guardians of the Galaxy,
No, well, which Guardians of the Galaxy?
the first one?
It's possible.
Yeah.
Guardians 3, I'd say definitely not.
I really like Guardians 1 a lot.
Guardians 1 is really all three. That's like the second best trilogy in my
I
opinion.
think I like Guardians 1 better than any of the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies.
It's possible. I don't really. Oh, Guardians 1. I remember it well.
It's so rewatchable. The
I'm
characters'
very
chemistry is
nervous.
So good.
We've already talked about it so much, but I'm so nervous just about how much is happening. But again, we've talked about this before on the podcast. With these movies, they're leading up to an Avengers movie.
Yeah, but again, he's not in it.
I understand that, but I think a lot what could happen in this movie leads up to Doomsday in some capacity, some form. I'm
I
not
don't know.
sure.
I feel like everything happening in Brand New Day is like street level stuff, and it's not. It's
That
not
could be
like,
that could be like the part. It could be like they're trying to throw you off a little bit, but it's very possible. But overall, I'm going to say probably not better
yeah.
than Guardians.
Guardians 1 is really.
I have a lot of hope for Brand New Day, but right at the moment I can't. I'm just nervous about Brand New Day.
Okay. All right, your turn.
I'm going to go with the classic. Which do you think? Do you think Brand New Day will be better than No Way Home?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's pretty quick.
Yeah, because I don't really love No Way Home.
You have expressed that on the podcast.
I think that most people won't agree with me. I don't know why. I have a really I pay a lot of attention to like dialogue and writing, and when I see potential for a better story just based on like just don't introduce a character here and introduce them here. I can't get that out of my brain.
Fair enough.
I want to know why in the writer's room they decided to kind of to involve Andrew and Toby in the manner that they did, in the moments that they did. I wish they would have like done it at a different time. And also just there's some cheesy dialogue. I thought that they kind of let them improv too much. And I've seen behind the scenes stuff. They're like, oh no, we let the guys talk. We knew that they could handle it. They were in their characters. They were in their mode. It kind of became a goofy like parody in certain moments. Like the back cracking moment. Okay, it's funny, but I don't know. Maybe I was looking for a bit more of a serious movie.
That might not have been the time for some back cracking.
No,
his Aunt May just died.
Was that right after that?
It wasn't right after. It was like 30 minutes or 25 minutes later. They were about to fight. They were figuring out the cure for all 6 villains.
That's what I mean. I think that it should have been written as a more serious
movie.
It had a lot of serious moments in the movie, and then there's a lot of like really, really goofy moments and kind of sketchy dialogue. So
fair enough.
I'm not trying to hate on that movie right now. I'm just thinking I think the new Spider-Man movie is definitely gonna be better.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
One more each.
Okay. Do you think Spider-Man Brand New Day would be better than? See, I have a hard time picking. Obviously, I could pick a really good movie,
but it's not fair. Yeah.
Do you think it'll be better than Ant-Man?
Oh yeah,
I like Ant-Man a lot.
Oh yeah, I do too. But I'm excited to see all these villains. I'm excited to see. Hopefully, I'm excited to see Punisher on the big screen. For one, that's going to be really cool to see. It's going to be cool, hopefully, to see Daredevil on the big screen. They're introducing a lot of new things. And to me, Ant-Man it was a good movie, but it was more, nothing was really brought together in that movie. It was definitely like a standalone movie, and it could have been produced like outside of the MCU. There was nothing like combining movies or characters.
Let me change my movie because I don't think it's a good matchup.
Okay.
I mean, Ant-Man's a great movie, but
great movie.
There's just not enough happening in Ant-Man that really lines up with Spider-Man Brand New Day. There's a lot of characters in that, so I feel like just seeing all these characters in one movie makes it kind of a bit better than Ant-Man. Will it be better than Captain America: Civil War?
Oh no,
no.
Oh no.
You're a big fan of Captain America: Civil War.
I love Civil War. No way.
Yeah, but
it's a good comparable movie
because there's so many characters.
Good comparable movie.
There are more characters in Civil War though, and you have
not necessarily, dude. I mean.
More established characters. More heroes.
Not villain. I mean, you have one villain, but you have 12 heroes. I mean, that's how it is with most Avengers movies, whatever. But you're going to have a lot of... This one's going to be like one hero and like 8 different villains, and then you're going to have like different other heroes from Netflix or the Netflix shows, Punisher, kind of joining in at random times. I think that's how we might see this movie. Mm-hmm. Is... Not necessarily, obviously, the time portals with Doctor Strange, but they're going to show up at maybe random times that we don't like. I'm wondering if the
movie's going to feel kind of just disjointed because of that. Like, oh, here finally we're getting our scenes with Daredevil.
Go Punisher.
And then, go Punisher. And then,
exactly.
Mutants. Yeah. And
which gets a lot of this
Hulk!
Which gets a lot of where you get the Spider-Man 3 hate from. You know.
I honestly think there's more chance, like there's more characters... More craziness happening in Brand New Day.
I agree.
Than Spider-Man 3 or Amazing
But also,
Spider-Man 2.
this is bringing in more established characters, like heroes-wise. Like, obviously, it's going to be really cool. I'm not mad at them bringing Punisher or Daredevil into this movie. I'm not. But I'm just saying there's more chance for us to not like it because of where these characters come in, what are the purposes of this character's storyline in this movie. How is it going to play out? Like, we don't really understand why Banner's even in them. I mean, obviously we understand.
Oh, we understand.
We understand he's helping, right? But we don't understand why he's going to be. If he does, why is he going to transform into the Hulk?
We don't know that. Yeah,
exactly. Why is the Hulk in this movie? Why are these certain characters going to be in this movie? And with Civil War,
Hulk is not confirmed. We could be disappointed and not see him.
I think we will. Maybe not. Maybe not until Doomsday. But in Civil War, you could just have 6 established, 12. Or what is it, 7? I don't know. Established heroes that everybody loves.
That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried that there's not going to be enough time to give the characters that we already know are going to be in it enough time. I don't think Scorpion's going to be a good villain because I feel like there's going to be no chance he gets enough screen time to really explain why he is the way he is.
I didn't even think about this, but kids absolutely love Spider-Man. And you're going to have R-rated Punisher in this movie? You're going to take away from
kids
Punisher.
Aren't going to see
this. That's not what I'm saying. But Punisher is going to... Punisher's not going to be Punisher.
I shouldn't say that. Kids are probably definitely going to.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know why I agreed with you. That was stupid. But what I'm saying is Punisher is not going to be Punisher in this movie.
Yeah, no swearing.
No swearing.
Well, we did get that moment where he shot his web over his face.
But it's bleeped. I'm not saying that's like it's bleeped. You know what I'm saying? It's not classic Frank Castle going crazy.
I think that should happen multiple times throughout the movie.
It should, because it's what it needs to be done.
Where Punisher is just about to say a cuss word, and Spider-Man just keeps webbing him in the face.
Yeah.
You think they could overdo that.
But I don't know. It's just gonna be tough introducing to like a character like that who's an R-rated character, and it's the same thing what they would do with.
Well,
like,
one day
Deadpool.
I want to see Deadpool and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Just you have to make it R-rated. But that's what I'm saying is kids love freaking Spider-Man.
You don't even have to make it R-rated because Ryan Reynolds is funny enough to not have to swear.
Yeah, he is. I agree.
He'll just come to the screen and be like, "So I realize this is a PG movie, and I can't say beep."
He would, and that would be really funny. I agree. But yeah, I think Civil War, Brand New Day will not be better than Civil War.
Okay.
One
more for you, and then we'll be done.
All right. Hold on, I gotta think. Hold on.
That's hard.
Let me lock in, chat. You gotta try to think of a similar movie here, which is really not a similar movie besides an Avengers movie. And no Avengers movie is gonna be better than Brand New Day is not gonna be better than any Avengers movie. Let's see.
That's a
statement. You disagree?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I don't agree. Sorry, I don't disagree.
Oh, okay, good. Brand New Day will not be better than Captain America 1, the first Avenger.
Oh. Wait. All right, you confused me there. It will not be better. We've been asking, will it be better?
Okay.
So,
will Spider-Man Brand New Day be better than Captain America, the first Avenger?
Oh, man. I think it's possible. If I was to look past my nostalgia for the first Avenger and just my love for Captain America, they're so different.
I know. I was trying to think of something else. I couldn't help you.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's a Captain America. That's his first movie. It's the start of that character. It's going to be such a different vibe than what we're getting in Brand New Day,
in kind of a way, though, you might see a brand new Spider-Man in Spider-Man 4.
Oh, so this is the origin story for
like a little bit
that we're going to know for the next
a little bit.
Movies.
It's like a new trilogy.
That's true. Yeah, I might say it has, but I don't know.
Careful. You might get some hate.
Say yes. I'm gonna say it might be better.
Oh, I don't know, bro. I don't know. First Avenger, bro, is incredible.
It is.
It's so good.
But there's a good chance that there's so many beloved characters coming into this movie.
You're not wrong.
I don't know. I have to say there's a possibility that it might be.
I would agree. Possibility.
If they execute it well, yes. If it's not,
just gonna be hard.
It's not done well. Then I mean, First Avenger is such a good movie. So
yeah.
All right. Well, that is our review for Daredevil Born Again, Season 2, Episode 1, and the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer. Like we said before, we're going to be trying to talk more about both of these projects as Spider-Man Brand New Day is getting closer, and as each episode of Daredevil is coming out, I'm sure we're going to learn more. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And thanks for listening. If you haven't followed us on any of our social medias, check out our TikTok. We're posting clips quite a bit. All right, yeah, you might be here from our TikTok. So, keep checking in. We're gonna be trying to do podcasts every week, coming out on Fridays. I will be out of town in like a week and a half, so we might miss a week, unfortunately. But it is what it is. So, cool. All right. See you later, guys.